What are we doing here today? So I put out a call on the community posts asking for your most unhinged Transformers theories. And we are gonna go ahead and take a look at those today. Portal Bricks says Cybertron will transform into Primus at the end of the film. Personally, I think it's probably not gonna happen. I have seen on Twitter that there's a very good chance they're planning out sort of a trilogy from this movie. So maybe it'll happen in like the third movie. I could see that happening. Transformers 1, I kinda doubt it. I think you have Cybertron transform into Primus in Transformers 1, and it's pretty confusing. Elita 1 is going to die. Gosh, I hope not. She needs more representation movie-wise. I agree, I do feel like they wouldn't kill her off because she's like the only female main character. I kind of feel like none of them are gonna be killed off. Scarlett Johasson is too big. Later, Luke, I need to remind you of a little movie called Avengers Endgame, where Scarlett Johasson dies in the middle of that movie. She wasn't too big for that. She wasn't too big for that, brother. One of the characters will do a Fortnite dance, says Mortex Barry. I think it's not impossible that one of these Transformers flosses. I'm pretty sure one of the Ninja Turtles flossed in the new Mutant Mayhem movie. Badassatron 100% dabs. B-127 hits Megatron with the Spanish or English. Movie ends with a compilation of characters performing every single Fortnite emote one by one. Y'all ever seen the end of that movie Robots where they just have a dance party? There was a time in kids movies where every single kids movie ended with a dance party. What if the quintessons are actually the creators and all of this is still in the Bayverse timeline? Me, personally, I think it's a completely new thing. I don't think they're even alluding to the Bumblebee movie. I know he's called B-127, but I don't think it's the same character, quite honestly. Kinda just want the movie to be standalone, maybe with a few sequels or spin-off shows. I agree, Marvel Craft Gamer. Since Earthspark is seemingly canceled, I do think they are going to switch to a Transformers 1 cartoon, kind of like what they're doing with the Mutant Mayhem cartoon. I don't think the creators were actually the real creators of the Transformers. That was such a weird... by the way, I saw The Last Night twice in theaters. I don't know why. I really don't know why. What was that creator's subplot? That was so random. Do you think we will see Skids and Mudflap in the movie? No. I don't think we will. At the end of the movie, Optimus will need to fight Megatron's 7 evil exes, and 3 of them are Starscream. That's just funny. That's just good comedy right there. We all know the Matrix is in it. Will that mean there might be 2 MacGuffins? Here's my actual crackpot theory. So, you know how they have tcogs in this movie. There's a big focus on tcogs. The toys have tcog sort of memes going on. I do think that the Matrix will be a powerful type of tcog, or like an upgrade to Optimus's tcog. I don't necessarily think it will be a separate thing from tcogs. I think it'll just be like a super tcog. And Megatron might have his own Matrix-style thing as well. That's my craziest conspiracy theory. Orion Pax and D-16 have a 15-minute uninterrupted scene of them passionately making out. What do we think about this one? Gay Prime? Yes, I hope so. Hell yeah. W idea. Correct. So we all agreed this is gonna happen in the movie, right? The movie will make more $1 billion if it has this scene. Not really, though. I am hopeful. It's nice to see we're all on the same boat that we want to see Orion and D-16 make out. Maybe that'll be the post-credit scene. The reason that Cybertron has organic elements is that the quintessons wanted the planet to be more suitable for their dominion. So they, like in the 3H comics, manipulated some Transformers to add organic properties to the planet. The quintessons came and enslaved the Transformers race, and that's why the underlevels are entirely technological. I do feel like it's going to be a situation where the quintessons have created the Transformers, probably to terraform the planet. I do kind of agree with that. Like, what they're doing is terraforming the planet. D-16 dies and the Constructicons rebuild him. Honestly, now that you say that, I do feel like he might have like an Anakin Skywalker moment. He quote-unquote dies, but the Decepticons save him. Maybe he gets left behind by Orion Pax and the rest of them, sort of thing. Like, they think he dies, but he doesn't. Peter Cullen won't get a cameo. This is an interesting theory because it's not really related to the plot of the movie. It's more based on, you know, outside the movie stuff, but I kind of agree. I don't think he will get a cameo. Like, if he did, what character would he show up as? Because they're not going to change voice actors. It's going to be Chris Hemsworth for Optimus. Peter Cullen as Primus when he gives Orion the Matrix. Having Peter Cullen as Primus is not a bad idea. He could be the voice of the Matrix, if anything. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, John Doe. Just hear me out. What if Orion is actually Optimus Prime? They do have some similar design cues. I don't. This is a joke one. I just included it because I thought it was funny. Oh, here's Lazy Cougar. I've seen you in chat. Bumblebee discovers he is God and he uses his powers to shape Cybertron into a utopia. Megatron disagrees with this, while Optimus takes the side of B, leading to their eventual fallout. So this is another theory having to do with the fallout between D-16 and Orion. I don't think Bumblebee is God, to be honest. I feel like maybe you're saying Bumblebee pulls a rung. Optimus X Bumblebee, the new Empire. The end of the trilogy will have Unicron show up, forcing Autobots and Decepticons to join forces, and Megatron will say, "Nothing is more important than friendship." Hit it, Soundwave. Hit it, Soundwave. Alright, Optimus and Megatron would get amnesia and forget they were ever friends. Honestly, not a bad theory. Not the worst theory out of this lot, I'll tell you that much. I feel like this would take away from the tension. That's a good point. That is a good point. I'm totally against using AI for art, but I think it would be really funny to have Soundwave voiced by Microsoft Sam. Microsoft Sam is not the same thing as AI. Let me make my line in the sand. Microsoft Sam has been around so much longer than AI bullshit. No way should Microsoft Sam be treated like that. I'm just saying if anybody in chat thinks that, you're wrong. You're wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just I got something for y'all. This is not Perspective End Dog. That's him. He did it. He loves singing. He loves Linkin Park, guys. The latest episode of Bat Kibble says otherwise. Yeah. If you're not listening to the Bat Kibble podcast, you really need to be. There's great lore happening on that show. Is the podcast on Spotify? It absolutely is. You just gotta search up Bat Kibble. Leave 5 stars on that mofo, please. The ending shows that the whole movie is just a bunch of kids playing with toys. So this is kind of like a Lego movie take. I think that would be funny. I don't think that would happen. I really don't. I think the Lego movie, it made a lot of sense. It was kind of a twist, right? Like, nobody knew about that before watching the movie, right? The happy-go-lucky appearance is all a facade. In actuality, heralding the beginnings of the Shattered Glass universe. So this guy's basically saying this is a stealth Shattered Glass movie. What do we think about that? I think this is a fun idea, but yeah, I'm not a Shattered Glass guy. I don't like Shattered Glass, to be honest. Evangelion Optimus Prime is sick, but besides that, I just really do not care for Shattered Glass. I'm probably just misunderstanding the trailer, But there's a part that made it seem like the Decepticons somehow exist before Megatron. My guess in reality is that it's a flash forward. It features, if I recall correctly, Starscream, Soundwave, and a few others. However, for a moment, I wondered if it meant D-16 meets them all as a group already. In my mind, I pictured Starscream starts as the leader of a gang of delinquent young Cybertronians. They're just doing acts of low-tier mischief, cherry bombs and cups Energon coffee, spray tagging the Icon streets with Seeker's Rule and that sort of thing. Then Megatron / D-16 shows up. He's got bigger plans. Okay, so this is kind of saying that the Decepticons are already sort of a group, and then Megatron kind of forms them into the real Decepticons. That scene is definitely at the end of the movie to set up and let them sell more toys. Yeah, I do feel like the scene is at the end of the movie. I feel like Megatron... I feel like it's the same scene as when we see Megatron, that one like small clip where we see him. This is an interesting theory. I don't think it's accurate. I think they will appear at the end of the movie and just be the Decepticons already. Or maybe it'll be at the beginning of the movie. Either one of those. Well, Megatron would say, "It's Mega Time," and he would Megatron all over the place. I don't know what this means. It means he'll Mega Time, and he Megatrons all over the place, bro. What do you mean? It says it right there. Bumblebee is revealed to be the love child of Orion and D-16 at the climax of the film. What do we think? This is madness. No, it may. I mean, maybe the timelines don't line up because D-16 and Orion Pax meet each other and then immediately meet B-127. Yeah, I think Bumblebee is the love child of Orion and D-16. I 100% believe that and back it. I convinced chat to start fires while you were gone. Okay, I have a story from when I was young. Me and my friends, don't do this. Don't do this. Let me just say, don't do this. Something about Axe body spray is that if you put a lighter next to it and like spray it, it makes like a flamethrower a little bit. And me and my friends at like 2 a.m. would run around the neighborhood. We would spray sticks with Axe body spray. We would set them on fire and just like wave them around. And one time some people came out of their house. Like, we were messing around with fire, and they came out of their house, and I started running. We all started running away. I was a nerd, and I had this hoodie. I had this Nightmare Before Christmas hoodie that had a giant Jack Skellington on the back. So, I mean, we never got in trouble for it, but if those people did pursue us, they could easily track me via giant Jack Skellington face. I'm a bigger menace than Megatron? No, I'm not. Arson Jake? Look, I was just following the crowd, man. It was not my idea. Let me be clear. I'm not an arsonist. I was just following orders. I wasn't following orders, but I was being peer pressured into starting fires. I'll say that much. I was being peer pressured. The scenes with Optimus and Megatron as their modern selves will be at the start. It's either at the end or like we get a cool fight scene between them. And then it does like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie type thing where it freeze frames. And B-127's like, "Now, let me just tell you how we got here." D-16 is Bumblebee. We're just getting ignorant with our theories. Like, these theories don't even make sense at this point. Jake, look out of your window. Great googly moogly. I'm living in your walls. Not the first time someone said that in my chat. Badassatron is actually a different character from Bumblebee. I got many comments saying this. I thought it was so stupid I didn't even include any. Can I just say, I'll be a hater for a moment. I'm not usually a hater. I keep pretty neutral on most topics. The Badassatron line, I feel like y'all have like like it's not funny. It's not funny, man. I don't think the Badassatron joke is funny. I really don't. When he said that in the trailer, I did not even smile a little bit. Don't know if everyone's like just pretending like it's funny. Honestly, do you think it's funny? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. I really want to know. It's not funny at all. It's absolutely hilarious. Send him to Cell Block 1. No, man, don't send me to Cell Block 1. What, it's illegal to have an opinion around here, man? All right, we have our final theory. This is easily the most unhinged one.
Michael Bay comes in like he is the second coming of Christ, descends and says, "I will like a pig," and leaves with no additional context. This proceeds to give all the Transformers a psychological conundrum, in which to ignore the strange man and continue things in the formation of G1, or they are accepting of the reality that this could happen. Hence, the Autobots and the Decepticons have birthed through the very nature of Michael Bay descending. Michael Bay should be dressed as the Archangel Michael, and quote the Quran and say, "Shalom, bitches," to leave. This adds to the diversity quota that is present in many modern movies and leaves Michael to still be associated, but mixed to what faith he even is if people ask.
I don't even understand what's happening. I'm so lost right now. Brother, I'm right there with you. Easily the worst theory. Terrifying that someone's mind was able. Why not, Mr. Metal? Why not? Maybe because that's completely crazy. Why would Michael Bay show up? Dyslexic? I'm not dyslexic, Scarface. I'm just bad at reading. It's in my freaking name, Dumb Jake. You don't want to pick me for popcorn reading. I'll tell you that much. Never write again. This was definitely an experience. This is the best stream, easily. Thank you. I hope you're proud of all your viewers. Of course. Of course. You should be ashamed of this stream, Jake. I'm gonna watch every Dumb Jake video. Bye. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna close out the stream. I'll catch you guys later. See you later, alligators.